Hello everybody, Average Gamer here. Welcome to another episode of Streamer Ultimate as China. So in this episode, it's going to be quicker than normal. What we're going to be doing in this episode is talking about our future plans, our decisions, what exactly we're going to do and how we're going to do things, and overall, what our plans are going to be. So first thing is the initial plans with Cuba. One of the ideas I had was to move a bunch of troops to Cuba. Then, well, the troops are then deployed to Cuba to then turn around and basically declare war on Cuba. I realize that's probably not a good idea, mainly because we don't really have the logistics to fight a war in Cuba. I mean, we can bring over an invasion force and a navy and do all that. That wouldn't be a problem. Kind of like how we did when we went to war down here in Venezuela and in Colombia and fought a big war down here through Panama and on all of the northern parts of South America. I mean, we have the ability to project our power, which wouldn't be a problem. One of the ideas I was thinking, though, is we already have an alliance with Panama, Cuba, and the Dominican Republic. What I was thinking was, instead of kind of turning on our allies, let's use them. Let's use them in a way that will benefit us, so that we can then project our power or our version of democracy onto the United States. Because in the end, that's what we want to do. The United States is our primary target. The plan is not to annex the U.S. Our plan is not going to be to puppet the U.S. Or to put a communist government in power in the U.S. We're going to take it and we're going to annex it. Simple as that. Nothing else. We're taking it. We're going to take it and then we're going to annex it. We might even declare war on Canada at the same time. So declare war on Canada and the U.S. at the same time, just so we can go rid of the North American continent. The plan is going to be to have a long war with them and grind them down a lot. Plan is twofold, or going to be threefold. And by threefold, I mean it's going to be multi-layered. First plan, obviously, is the build-up. The build-up is going to be where we're going to place troops mostly in Cuba. We're going to place secondary troops, basically reserve troops, down here in Panama to secure the Panama Canal, to stop the American Navy from swinging around from the Pacific and stopping any push that we're doing along the Atlantic coast. Second part to this is the invasion itself. The invasion is going to come right into Florida. Specifically, we have our special forces already somewhere around here in Cuba. They're going to land in Miami Beach. They're going to then secure said port and the Hollywood, Florida, and Miami itself. I'm actually going to highlight these guys right now and look for them. Gonna take me there. They are. The three of them. There should be an airbase right here. So all three of them, actually, I'm going to move them right now. All three of them to that location. And you three can go and entrench there. There we go. They're just going to entrench there for now. And that should be all three moving. I'm also going to order, as we speak, our Special Forces aircraft, our Starlifters, all three of them, to station themselves there at this Cuban airfield. Plan is, we station these three groups of Special Forces at this location. When time is right, they're going to land here, here, and here, securing our landing zone. So we're going to declare war first, bring up our aircraft. We're going to utilize the majority of our fighters. Actually, do I even have any fighters in this area? No, I have no aircraft. So, somehow, they're going to project our air power into these areas. I'm probably going to get the aircraft first and order them into this location, like right here-ish, into this location, and then order them to drop the troops immediately. No chance for anyone to do anything. It'll just be boom. They're going to drop there first, then they're going to drop here, and they're going to drop here. I might even not even drop the guys here and here. Just all three probably on Miami Beach. As they're landing on Miami Beach, our actual invasion force will already be off the coast. They will then be given the order to land in Miami Beach. I'll already have brought over a large amount of naval vessels, and we're basically going to create a blockade. This blockade is going to be based along here and along here. And basically, that's going to put the Americans in such a way that they can't break in either way. We're going to have missiles flying at them. We're going to have, you name it, coming at them. That way, keep on by coal, sure. That way, researching nanochemistry is done. Perfect. You designed the PLZ 85 100mm artillery. Nice. But yeah, so the plan will be to basically fortify this area pretty much in here so that the Americans can't get in. Can't get into our little box. And then basically we're just going to create a bridgehead. We're going to put our troops here and just move up. And then basically just do a defensive line across there. We'll work our way up. And then work our way up. And then the plan will be to go along this river here. Basically put your troops here, here, and around here around Atlanta. And then position troops in such a way around here that the Americans will be basically pressing up against and pushing up against our invasion forces and just breaking immediately. We're going to lose a lot. We're going to lose a lot of units. One of the ideas that I am contemplating is doing a first strike against the Americans, a nuclear strike. Basically declaring war and immediately doing a nuclear strike as a first strike. Not even giving them any abilities to do anything. Just hit them right away without any options other than to basically just suck it up. Whether they'll retaliate with missiles, I can't see that happening. I've noticed a lot of the times in the game here they don't really retaliate all that much. But they might. I don't know. It's a contemplate. It's something I'm going to have to contemplate. But I can't see that happening, to be honest with you. When we went to war with Russia, the Russians never launched nuclear missiles at us. We never launched them at them, though. So nothing really occurred there. On the bright side, we have a lot of stuff that we can deal with when it comes to troop numbers. Now, they outnumber us because we're doing this massive rearmament and modernization of our military. Building more tanks and anti-aircraft. Oh, some boxcars. MLRS. Tanks. Recon units. AI is going pretty crazy here when it comes to aircraft and a lot of bombers and tankers. Did I set... I did do naval. Okay, missiles. Offensive missiles, obviously, with high quality. Everything's on high quality. How's our missile production going? A lot of nuclear missiles. Wow. Okay, so that's all the game. That's all the computers deploying. Is nuclear missiles at this point. Holy hell. I really wasn't expecting it to deploy so many, or wanting to deploy so many nuclear weapons. Wow. Okay, our nuclear options have just gone up significantly, we'll say. I'm not too worried about tactical bombers multi-role, though. So all of these can technically take nuclear weapons if we wanted to. What were there? And all these ships here can take nuclear weapons. Okay. We have 4 submarines that are prepared to launch nuclear weapons if need be. So that's the plan. Build up in Cuba, invade through Cuba, through specifically Miami Beach using our special forces, which are right here. They're going to land troops here. We're then going to push up to whatever river this is and use this as our western flank and just slowly roll up. We'll probably roll west of the Mississippi because the Mississippi goes all the way up, right? So we can actually utilize the American topology for our benefit. Pretty much we want to take everything east of the Mississippi first and hold a defensive line into defensive position along the Mississippi border. Then, and only then, are we going to push west. The majority of the military forces are going to try and engage us at the beginning, and we just have to be able to invade and hold. If we can hold on to Florida without getting pushed out, then I think we have a good chance of being able to basically take the entire country. But our entire plan hinges on being able to take Miami and holding it at the beginning of the war. As long as we can take it and hold it at the beginning, we're good. Because then once we get up to about halfway through the state, then we'll have Tampa Bay here. We'll have the port here of Tampa, helping to bring in supply. We'll have an Air Force base up here at Patrick Air Force Base, which is also doubles as NASA's headquarters. I think, is it? Well, that's it. There's nothing else up until Jacksonville up here, right? And there's the naval base, Kings Bay Naval Facility. Okay. So yeah, so our plan, day 1, is land special forces and bring up our invasion fleet. Day 2 would be to push up to Tampa Bay and St. Petersburg and hold along this river, right here, or this road, right here. Get it, hold it, and just keep ourselves and grind and grind and grind, and keep bringing over, reserves, and hope, fingers crossed, that no one in Europe gets involved. The plan is to have a big enough invasion force stationed in Cuba that if for some reason, if, say for example, Germany or France, England, Finland, China, or Japan, Australia, Indonesia, anybody, India, any of their allies or friends declare war on us, we will have enough of a defensive force within our nation to stop it. I already know we won't have to worry too much about Japan because we have a massive naval superiority over them. My main worry is the fact that our satellite coverage, if you notice, is at 100%, which means we have a 99% chance of seeing a stationary unit. Or a non-stationary unit. Meaning that if a unit is not stationary, my mouse pad is all squirrely here. Meaning that if a unit is moving, we have a 99.9% chance of spotting it. Now I know it says 100, but it's never 100. It's the way the system is situated and actually is calculated. So we basically have an amazing chance of seeing a unit if it's moving. That's the catch-22, right? What is this? Muscat and Omen control. Really? Oh, wait, what is... Oh, that's Tunisia's purple? Oh. Color buddies. But anyways, so enough rambling. So that's the plan. Build up a massive amount of troops in Cuba. Keep at least half of our forces internally to China, just in case we get attacked. If not, grind out the Americans, grind them down. Possibly do a nuclear strike at the beginning. I'm still contemplating whether that would be a good idea or not. I'm still on the fence whether it will be a good idea, to be honest with you. Only because we haven't had any nuclear exchanges yet. So we will have to see. Until next time, see you guys then. Bye-bye.